I wish I could be at that hearing, because the hearing is about whether or not sorry, the hearing is about whether or not the withdrawal is proper, because usually almost always, when an attorney's been ordered to do something by the court, they can't just leave without doing it, unless they do a substitution, in which case, A for B, right? Like, obviously, then the responsibilities can be accepted by the new attorney, and then the other one can get off. But generally, I'm assuming that they're pretty close to the federal rule like we are. Again, that's a big assumption, but the whole hearing is about whether her withdrawal or attempt to withdraw is appropriate, and that's what her motion is asking. Like, please let me go. And then if they sub in, then it makes the whole hearing pointless. So like, if they show up and everybody's there, the judge just might be like, why the hell are you wasting my time? Like, you've subbed in, then that means you're gone. Like, I don't need a rule on any motion on whether or not you can be gone. Like, you've been fired. Like, you're gone. So like, if it was me and I was subbing in, which is likely to happen in one of my cases that I just did a consult for, like, that person who subs in needs to be working immediately on the case and taking responsibility for it. So like, they would, I presume, in that situation, certainly what I would do is I would notify the court, and I would attempt to strike the hearing because it's become moot. And I would file, if I needed to, a suggestion of mootness. Because it's like, if there's nothing for the court to decide, then what is everyone doing there? And if you want to piss off a judge, waste his time. So, or object to him to his face. Haven't done that. Either of those, actually. Hoping to avoid those, but they're pretty obvious errors, unforced errors. But if they're going to show up, like, you should try to get the audio. I would love to hear it. Because I've just never heard of a hearing where you've got essentially 3 sets of attorneys on a motion to see if attorney that's been fired is allowed to go, when, like, under the rules they're required to go. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like, by hiring them you've obviated the need for the hearing, so like, it shouldn't even happen. But if it does, I would love to be a fly on the wall and know. Okay, so I figured something out for the national debt. I can solve it. So in Saving Private Ryan, they go and they spend $1 billion to go and get Matt Damon from Europe. And then in Titan AE, they have to go and find Matt Damon because he has the map on some garbage space planet, and there's $1 trillion there. And then in Interstellar, they have to spend $10 trillion to go and extract Matt Damon. And in The Martian, they have to go and extract Matt Damon for another $1 trillion from Mars. So we could solve the national debt if Matt Damon was just on the no-fly list and he stopped going places.